John Dooley.
Here.
Deborah Potter. Kevin Whipple.
Here.
Bill Ernstis.
Present. Has everybody had a chance to read the minutes from the last meeting? Anybody see any corrections or changes that need to be made? If not, I'll accept the motion to accept.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Accepted. John, the finance report, please.
All right, finance report for the Greensburg Municipal Airport. We have the three separate accounts. In our airport improvement account, the balance $235,560.48. In our aviation and rotary fuel account, the current balance $79,626.28. In airport operations, $398,238.16. The total of all three accounts combined, $713,429. $713,424.92.
All right. Mr. Paul?
Good evening. I've got no action items tonight, just some board updates. We're in the middle of winter, so nothing's happened with the construction. We are working on the remobilization paperwork as we speak, but still haven't reached any agreements with HIS just yet. We plan still for that to occur on April 1st. The paving and lighting phase, we have had some good movement on that. The FAA has asked for a revised application for the supplemental, and we wrote a recommendation of award when we got the original bid in for the paving and lighting phase, and they've asked us to rewrite the recommendation to award into two parts. One part would be the award for the supplemental of the $3,085,853, and the second award would be for the balance, plus a little bit of a remob for that second phase. So we're in the process of that. It's not going to be any more or less than what you've authorized in the past applications. The first grant will be probably the supplemental amount that we've been talking about for quite a while. Still don't have a time frame on exactly when that will occur, but there is one other airport in the state, and that we've been seeing movement on it too. So we're hoping both of them are in the works now. So that's that. Of other note, something that came in, NDOT is putting in a new traffic signal near the airport. They got an airspace determination that one of the lights would be an obstruction to the existing runway by 13 feet to the departure surface. So they were seeking, so they need to put a red obstruction light on top of that pole. So they had reached out and asked if we thought the airport would be in favor of maintaining that light. After looking at it, the light won't be needed when the new runway opens, so it would be a relatively short window of time. As you know, we've got the temporary driveway permit that's in play too. So I don't have anything in writing on that right now. I'm just updating you in case you hear of any conversations locally on that.
Is that for that Michigan left that we're talking about?
Probably, yeah.
I thought they were going to skip that because the railroad is going to go back across.
I'm not exactly, the paperwork that we got was from FAA, and then someone from the Seymour district reached out to us.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have plans on the actual intersection. I'm not sure what it looks like.
Okay.
I just know where the poles are at, so I can't tell you exactly the intersection.
The slide they're talking about, though, would have been on an existing pole. It wouldn't have been after a change was made, correct?
No, I understand it's a new pole that
It is a new pole.
reworking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the existing poles are not current penetrations to the departure surface.
Okay.
So the new pole would be higher. And apparently, it's only one of the 4 poles they were proposing. One of the poles is a penetration by 13 feet. which a departure surface is a 4-to-1 slope off the end of the physical pavement, which if you know where the northern part of the pavement, the threshold, is pretty close to the state road up there now. When we construct the new runway, it'll be over 1,600 feet away from the pavement, where now it's less than 600 feet. So the new runway improves that situation quite a bit, giving like all the light poles on the ball diamonds, on State Road, all of that becomes less of an issue with the new runway because of the shift. So, you know, I think what we should do is kind of see what their proposal is on the maintenance. I mean, if the new runway opens in summer 2023, like we're hoping it will now, it's a relatively short-term deal. Chances are you won't even have one light bulb change in that window. And if they're willing to work with us on the driveway a little bit, I don't see why we wouldn't, you know, figure it out with them. So just bringing that to the board in case, you know, Decatur County Highway or somebody should mention it to you all so that you're aware that that conversation happened.
That's just on the current runway, not the new runway. As
Right,
far as
the new
impact.
runway, it's not an issue at all, so it's really a kind of a temporary deal. But they did say that the intersection, if their funding and everything goes as planned, the intersection improvements are to occur this coming construction season over the summer. So.
I'm trying to picture if you're landing on 1-8 in the dark, would the red light be visible to landing aircraft or?
Yeah, I mean, they're FAA red obstruction lights, so they're pretty visible. But yeah, I mean, the landing wouldn't be the issue because the approach end of that is at, well, the lowest on-course angle is 34 to 1, but aircraft land at about a 30 to 1, which will be, I don't know, I'm guessing 30 feet higher than the red obstruction light, so it's quite a bit of separation. The departure surface is, if an aircraft departs and it's a heavy, bigger aircraft and it's slow on climb out, it may not be able to climb over the pole, so they put those red lights on there, and then there would be a note on the chart that says controlling obstructions for departure, and it'll give a distance out from the threshold and over. You've probably seen
I've
those.
seen those, yeah.
Yeah. So
What's the timing for the light to be on?
the light will be, I mean, the light's on all the time,
All the
even
time, okay.
even in the daytime.
Okay.
And there's two kinds. There's LEDs now, and the LED ones don't have to have two bulbs. It's just one LED bulb because they're much more reliable and they burn. But the fixtures are about 4 times more money. There's an incandescent version which actually has 2 bulbs and 2 lights. And the idea is if one of the bulbs goes out, the other one is still lit, and you can get up and change the other one as it goes. So we'll see. I mean, maybe by next meeting we might have something in writing from them. You know, it's not a huge. If we agreed to maintain it for 2 years and they agree to help us out on that driveway, you know, it's not going to be a huge financial deal to the airport, I wouldn't think. So, so we covered the pre-application on that, and so that's it. That's all I have tonight.
Okay. I'll confirm that they're doing nothing out there because I was out the other day and checked.
Well
Yeah.
done.
Well, I didn't even have time to drive by today. I ended up with a flat tire on my way out here, so I didn't have time. I was gonna drive by. Did any of the winter wheat actually sprout?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it was put down too late. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for your time.
Well, let me ask you a question. Now, construction will start back up April 1st.
Well, that's when we're gonna start the contractual clock.
Will
Whether
they
HI,
be bringing equipment in before that, so on April 1st they can start, or?
one would think, but, you know, we don't tell them how to do their job, we just tell them how it's supposed to be when it's done. So if they don't, we're gonna start the clock at that point in time. And there'll be some additional days added because of weather, but, you know, we'll start the contractual clock April 1st, whether they're working or not.
Okay. Do you have any idea who the supervisor will be?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. They've had some personnel issues for sure. Thank you.
Since Jerry's not here, I'll take his place, and everything's the same way it was the last time. My hangars are all full, and we're selling some fuel, but not a lot because of the cold weather. Okay, payment of the bills. Yeah, everybody had a chance to look at them?
Just passed out my own personal spreadsheet there. The one item, Bill can explain this better, we had an item that they listed on the bills that was, it says the amount, the invoice amount, but it wasn't listed as a paid amount, and that was on, which item was that, Bill, you recall?
It was fuel sales, wasn't it?
Fuel sales.
Yeah.
So these that we got emailed, these 2 pages here, they list again, they have 2 columns, one is the billed amount and one is the amount paid, and they're all the billed amounts have been paid except for the fuel sales. And that item, because it's listed as not paid, I did not list it on the spreadsheet, so.
And that was because January 1st was the day off, and then by the time they got the bill to pay it, we'd had our meeting. That was the reason for that. Any others?
Otherwise, everything else on the sheets was on the spreadsheet, so.
I'll make the motion to approve payment of the bills as submitted.
I'll second that motion.
Any other discussions on it? If not, Judy, do a roll call on that, make it sound official.
Gary Bailey,
Yes.
John Dooley,
Yes, paid.
Kevin Whipple,
Yes.
Bill Estes.
Yes. Any comments from the audience or the board? Any questions? If not, accept a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
World record.